Picky Assist is all about automation, increasing your business efficiency and boosting user productivity. Let's explore the tools we have for you. Go to More menu, and from the automations, you can find various automation menus like sequence, connectors, schedulers. The sequence feature is where you can set up a series of messages to be sent at different intervals. For example, like here you can see that welcome message after 1 minute, and after creating the account after 5 minutes you can send these messages. It's possible to add a contact to a sequence manually or through automated means. We have now replaced sequence with a conversation funnel that offer more advanced automation capabilities. Picky Assist is all about giving you a truly connected experience. We know that businesses use many other apps to manage their operations effectively, and centralizing the data is a core part of business automation. That's why we have created a universal connector. You can access the connector from More menus under Automations, Connectors. The connector feature allows you to connect all third-party platforms to Picky Assist. You can push and pull information using the connector. Here you will find some predefined connectors to help you get started quickly. You can create different steps in a connector that get executed when the connector is triggered. So connector works in the principle of triggers and action. That is, when something happens either in third-party platform or inside the Picky Assist is considered an event. And you can take one or many actions together whenever an event triggers. For example, let's look at the connector integrated with our sign-up process. So whenever a sign-up happens on our platform, the data comes to this connector. You can see the first step searches in the lead module to see if the lead already exists. You can see here. So in the actions, it is going to be search in the specific lead module in the Picky Assist CRM and checking whether the lead is existing. Then what we have done is that we have checked a filter condition here. You can see that. So the search result is this. Then what we are doing is that we are updating the records from CRM modules. The next step is if the lead doesn't exist in the CRM, if the lead not found in the CRM, then it creates a new record inside the CRM. So these all get executed based on the filter conditions configured by you. So this is adding all the data that is from the sign up to the Picky Assist CRM. So after that, it handles the lead from this landing page. You can see, so we have a step that is dedicated only if the lead coming from the landing page of the platform. So here in the filter we have defined an event, that is an event ID is equal to 6. So we internally define that event ID is 6. It can be anything for your cases. The filter can be anything. So based on this filter conditions, then the system is performing an actions of searching record and checking and inserting duplicate to the lead module. So the next step is to be insert the data into the module, right? So this is how, and we are even triggering a chatbot here so that we can able to qualify, we can ask certain questions and qualify the chatbot because it's coming from our landing page. We have something called iteration. So iteration is useful to iterate through something like processing a search result or line items in a loop to build advanced automations. We have a separate video that explains iteration in detail and you may refer to that. Then the filter, which we already explained that it is useful to filter data in a way that helps to decide what action to be taken based on the data coming to the connector. Then we have something called delay. So we can see that we are assigning chat to the Asian team, then we are assigning chat to the non-Asian team members based on the their mobile number. Then earlier we were using Soho, actually very long back as a CRM before we having the CRM. Then even it adds to the Soho CRM as well, right? So you can see the delay. This is something which I want to explain, the delay. Okay, so this is the delay feature. So how it works is that delay is useful for delaying the execution dynamically, such as waiting for the step to be executed. When the system enters the steps, it will wait until the exact time and date and time before executing further steps. For in this case, you can see that the welcome message will be sent after 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes from the sign up number, this is going to be send an email, and it is going to be send a specific WhatsApp message as well, right? So it is going to be send an email. This email is going to be sent. For example, this email is going to be sent, and it can also send a WhatsApp messages as well, and we ensures that the email is not getting sent to the opt-out customers, and we are sending the WhatsApp message as well. So this means the action, this is where all the magic happens inside the action. So we have around 35 plus actions, not just sending an email. We have broadcasting, we have HTTP requests, we have WhatsApp groups, modules, cancel, delay. So there are many actions are available based on different use cases. You can perform different kind of actions, like including trigger counter, or set a specific value, or change the owner in the record. So there are plenty of actions available, including the ChatGPT action is available, right? So my favorite action is HTTP trigger. So HTTP trigger that allows you to programmatically send a payload to a third party platform and progress the steps accordingly. That means you will be able to dynamically progress the steps. Then you can able to simply change the positions as well, dragging and dropping, like just drag and move the position. For example, you want first the actions to be taken, then you want to execute the filter, or then you want to do the iteration, or you want the delay should be happens. So this is about the possibilities with the Picky Assist connector. What about sending a good morning message to all leads in the consideration stage to help them recall your brand and influence their purchase decision? Or maybe a birthday or anniversary greetings to your customers automatically? Similarly, what about reminding your team members to attend a meeting that happens every second Saturday of alternative weeks? Or reallocating all the leads that don't have any activity for the last 90 days to another team member for better conversion? Do all this without lifting a finger. That's why we have created the industry's most powerful scheduler, allowing you to schedule and perform a group of actions at certain intervals by combining it with the connector. You can access the scheduler from More menu under Automations. Click on Scheduler. You can create a new scheduler. I have already a scheduler called the Meeting Messages. So what it does is that every day at 9 a.m. it is going to be trigger a connector that further going to be fetch all my Calendly schedules and sends a reminder to my internal team members. That's it. Right, it can be used for any purposes, but I have set up right now with the Meeting Messages. Here you can see that you can select the month if you wish to. Right now I have selected all the month. If you don't want run on January and February, you can simply unselect this. If you want to run on specific weeks, you can run on specific weeks, or if you want to run only on specific days, you can ensure that only specific day is selected, specific week is selected, weekday is selected. So the day feature allows you to include or exclude this scheduler to be run on specific days. For example, if I don't want run on 3rd of the month, then the connector will not run on the 3rd, or it can configure in other way as well, right? And if I want to run on the last day only, so I can only enable last day. So this helps you to send some periodic reports to your team members or to your customers. It can even define on hourly basis as well, with the increment of 1 hour. Like it can define on 12 a.m. midnight if you want to fetch some data in the CRM and able to send to someone. So that again helpful to schedule or run in a specific interval as well. You can define the time zones, and you can select one or many connectors to be triggered, because the scheduler works seamlessly with the connector. So what happens is that the scheduler, based on the interval configured here, is going to be manually trigger the connector. Now all the magics, all the automations need to be set up visually there in the connector, right? Then you can able to set up the start date. This is optional. Then end date also you can put it, it's an optional. But my favorite feature are periodic scheduler and exclude days. So periodic scheduler enables you to run this scheduler for the periodic basis, like in every 2 days or in every 2 hours it can repeat it. Now exclude days is which helps you to exclude certain dates. That, for example, if I am giving like a holidays, if I am giving the Christmas, so I don't want this particular scheduler to be run on the Christmas day, so I can just simply add this. So similarly, you will be able to add all the holidays here. The connectors will not going to be triggered on the holidays. So you can see that the scheduler will run on every 2 days. I mean, sorry, like the scheduler, not the connector. Okay, the connector is something which is going to be triggered.
Now just list out all the boring tasks you or your team are doing on a scheduled basis and automate them with our scheduler to be more productive at work. Imagine you want to build a process that helps automate your business. Building system and processes and implementing them is a tedious task for many organizations. We have made this extremely user-friendly with our visual no-code flow builder, which allows you to build automation visually by simply connecting the dots. You can build chatbots, workflows, and funnels using the flow builder. Let's meet each of the possibilities. How fast can you respond to a customer inquiry? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? But what will happen if someone sends a message at 3 a.m.? Or if 100 of messages comes in at once? That's why we have created chatbots. You can build chatbots to collect certain information from your customers.
Let me show you how you can create a lead qualification chatbot that collects requirements and email from a new lead. Then automatically add them to your CRM. So you can go to more menu, click on the flow builder and click on chatbots. Here I have many chatbots which is created. Let me find the chatbot that is lead qualifying landing page. So what this chatbot does, let's click on this. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so whenever this chatbot is triggered, now that there are various options to trigger a chatbot. It can trigger from connector, it can manually trigger, or it can trigger from the scheduler, it can trigger from the smart replace. There are various ways to trigger a chatbot, right? It can be triggered conditionally based on something happens on your website as well with the help of our connector. So right now what happened is that whenever this chatbot is getting triggered, right, it is going to be asked, because whenever someone submits a lead in our landing page, it is going to be qualify the lead. Okay, so it is going to be asked, share more details, call me not interested. Some information is being given here. So the moment they are showing us show more details, you can see that the system is looking. We are make use of the data lookup field, and it is searching the records in the lead module, and then based on that it creates a new task, right? So it creates a new task, then it sends a message to the customer that one of our solutions team contact them. Then what exactly happened, it assigning the chat to the corresponding person who is supposed to respond this chat. Then it also sends a instant notifications to that specific agent saying that there is a specific user that is landed on the not landed I mean submitted a form in the landing page, right? So now making edits or building chatbot is very simple. Like for example, if you want to send something like send messages, you can send message like this. Then if you want to collect some information, simply think, then you can ask the questions. Okay, then all the questions can be stored in the variable and able to use it further. So we have various steps, like around 10 plus steps available, like ask a question, send list menu, filter, action, check WhatsApp session, whether it's a WhatsApp session is available. You can save the data, you can delay it, smart delay, you can route to another chatbot, you can trigger HTTP API and fetch the information, the splitter, then formatter, data lookup, webhook, apps, like you can have the ChatGPT app inside our platform as well. You can see different modules, so you can pass all the data from the conversation to the chatbot ChatGPT and get summarized this data, or you can add your own intelligence and you can perform different actions based on that, right? So my favorite option is splitter. So splitter allows you to split the incoming traffic, like it is something similar to A and B, but we are not limiting to A, just A and B. You can have as many as routes. For example, okay, let's make it 20%, 10% and 20%. So what will happen is that you can experiment with the filter. The filter is not only just for A and B testing, it can be used to allocate leads to your team members based on percentage wise, like 50% of my team, my lead should go to, or my chat should go to the specific team, like that. You will be able to use that accordingly, right? So you can have different kind of actions defined for the splitter. Now, growing companies always want to measure the performance of their chatbot, how their users are engaging, which steps have a high exit ratio. For example, so you can see your values here. So you can see the data, like how many users engage, how many times it runs, and how many users actually finish the steps, right? Now you can see these stats here. Now you will be able to see a detailed stats, like who are engaged with your data and how many data is in the progress. You will be able to filter the data as well as on the lifetime value. You can filter and see what exactly happening on your chatbot, and you can even select the different paths as well, right? From here you will be able to see the step-wise filter as well, step-wise analytics as well. For example, how many people clicked on the share more details, like 7% people are clicking, 3% people are clicking on the call me, 1% people are clicking on the not interested button. On clicking, then you will be able to see who are those customers as well, right? So who all customers who clicked on my that specific buttons. So you can export the data as well according to your requirements, right?
In order to scale a business, we need to work smart, not hard. That's why we have created a visual workflow builder. Workflows are the core of automation, allowing you to set a group of actions whenever an event occurs within your different CRM modules. For instance, when a new lead is created, you can see here, when a new lead is created, that is on create, you have different options as well here, on create, edit, delete, or on create or delete, or edit. So on create, how it works is that it is just finding the tomorrow date using the formatter,
then it automatically create a task and assign with the due date. You can see that the due date is the formatted time, that is the tomorrow's time. So the user, the lead owner, must respond to this lead within 24 hours. Similarly, when the lead status is closed, you can move the customer's details and automatically assign tasks to your service delivery team. You can see the workflow execution history against each respective data, like clicking on the automations. You can see here the workflow execution history, when the workflow started, when it is ended, and the duration, etc. You can even see the execution log as well, like what exactly happened inside the workflows. You can create any type of workflow to suit your requirements needs. The beauty of the Picky Assist workflow is that you will able to visualize your automation like a mind map tree. What you see here will work exactly for you with no more confusing and complicated steps.
Research shows that closing a deal requires multiple touch points with the prospects. This involves consistent follow-up, educating them, and using various methods such as SMS, WhatsApp, phone calls, online and physical meetings, social media retargeting, ads, and email. That's why we created the first ever conversational funnel, integrating all these channels to help you engage with customers more effectively, close more deals, and automate internal process to achieve your goals.
Funnels are a powerful automation tool that helps you nurture anything, whether it be lead nurturing or process automation. Creating a funnel is made extremely user friendly with our visual flow builder. It's just like connecting dots. You can add a lead, deal, contact, or any record into funnel through different automations, either manually or automatically based on internal CRM events, like changing a status from consideration to closed, or whenever someone fills out a form on your website. So this is a sample LinkedIn funnel which I have created. Whenever someone fills a form on the LinkedIn paid ads, the data, this funnel gets triggered from the workflow. So we have a workflow. Here you can see that on the lead, on create, and if the lead source is from the LinkedIn only, then it gets triggered. It's an email and send message, then add this specific record to a funnel. We can add the records manually as well from the lead module or any module. Like from here you can able to add a record manually into a funnel. You can remove or add records. You can see the progress of the funnels as well right inside the that CRM modules, right? It is not limited to lead module. The funnels can work with any modules, right? So now let's explain like how this funnel works. So you can see that I have created wait for 2 days. Then it is going to be checking the status, because it is important to check the stage whether the lead is still in that specific stage or not. Like if the lead is closed, we don't need to send this message, right? So then it is going to be send this message, then it sends an email, then it marks the goal as 25% completed. Means we have nurtured, we have given some information about the products. Now it will wait for 2 days. Then you can see that again it will check the lead stage, then it will send a WhatsApp message. Right now WhatsApp message will have a buttons. You can see that it's the register now or button. Now if the user is not interacted in 24 hours on this particular button, that means the user is not responded to the WhatsApp interactive message, then it will send an email, right? Now if user is responding to any messages, then you can remove the user from the funnel and you can mark the funnel as 100% completed, or depends on how you want to progress. So this is how you can build any kind of a complex workflow automations here using the funnel. You can see here if the user is not responding to any of the email or WhatsApp messages, then it creates a tickets. It create a task to your lead owner to manually do the follow-ups, right? So you can track all the funnel stats and everything right from the 360-degree view of specific records. By clicking on the automation, you can see all the funnel and journey here. See how the user have completed different goals here.
Trust me, Picky Assist conversational funnels are so powerful in order to ensure that your team is aligned to the goals set up by you.